It's a brisk day in North Louisiana today, about 32 degrees. I found a new tow operator. We're gonna try out a new guy today and we're gonna go do some towing. And today's the first day that I get to test out the brand new free flight gear. I got my harness all set up, packed dual reserves, got the speed bar adjusted, I think. You really don't know until you take it out into the wild and step on it a few times. It's supposed to warm up to the high 40s today. I know that is like twice as warm as what some of y'all are getting up north near the Canadian border. I believe y'all are showing some pretty substantial negative temperatures right now. This is the time during that Arctic blast. I'm sure this video will come out much later. Hell, it may be springtime by the time I release this. But that's what we're looking at. What the heck is all the gardening tools doing in the dog kennel? Kids. And we are going to go do some free flying today. Should be nice. This is seriously starting to feel like a "that's what she said" joke. Just won't fit. Yeah, first world problems. I'm gonna need a bigger bag. I got the tow machine hooked up. I got my glider in. Well, it's not in the bag. Kind of ticks me off that I can't fit it in there, which that's the nature of these racing pod harnesses. They're big, and that's kind of what makes them cool, is they're big, but not so much cool to carry, only cool to fly. Anyway, I like the room. I'm gonna appreciate it, I think, but we're going to test fly this booger right now. If the machine works, you just never know. The weather does not look good for free flight. It is completely overcasted over. I don't imagine there's gonna be much lift. There's not much sunshine, although there is some, and I am on a Zeno with a race harness, so hey, it's the light days. That's the reason I really wanted to go today, is because it's light. It's a little bit safer probably. It's not as punchy. I could kind of get a feel for the gear in some milder conditions. That's kind of the whole point of going right now. And it may just be some sled runs over and over. And that's actually good because it'll afford my new help to kind of get a feel for what it's like to do tow operations and kind of get going like that. So it's all gonna work out good, I think. So far, so good. All right, man, I'm ready. As soon as you get there, crank it and let it be warming up. Let me know when you're ready, and I'm ready. I'm all hooked in. This is gonna be my first free flight with the Zeno and the Woody Valley X-rated. I'm just glad I got somebody to help me. That's Lord, that's huge. It's looking good, y'all. Looking real good. Hey guys, Future Kyle here. I thought this was a good learning opportunity. What's fixing to happen in the video is the tow machine loses a chain off a sprocket and basically the line just goes slack. Now because of that, I can't unhook the tow bridle from the line. So I've got to use both hands and put a little tension on it manually before I can disconnect. And I fly straight. You just never panic in this situation. You just look at what happened and you go through it. I've done this several times, but some of you hadn't, so I thought I'd share. Alright, we had a failure.
The chain came off the sprocket.
Roger that, we'll get to it. Oh yeah, one other thing. Not only was this a test for the free flight gear, but it was also a test on a vlogging setup that I was going to use for free flight. I wanted to see how it sounds. Well, it sounds like crap, so I'm going to try to put in some subtitles, but bear with me. I'm going to get all that fixed before we go full blown with this thing. Oh yeah, I like this ride. Towing is so nice. She just keeps gliding and gliding and gliding. All right. All the gear worked out well. There we go.
I'm ready when y'all are.
Tell him go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Haha. Yeah, we are on a tow now, baby. Taking the Zeno up for a proper ride. Give it to me. Heck yeah, this is a fun afternoon. Not much lift to speak of, but it is fun though. A tidbit on towing. If you're towing in dead air, my tow machine pulls 300-400 feet a minute, but look at this Vario. This thing is pegged out at 1,000, so I know I'm in a thermal, and so I'm going to disconnect and utilize that. Yeah, we got beeps, yo. Daddy likes beeps. Yeah, man, this is like good medicine. Completely shaded day, still going up. Who would have thought it? Oh, wow. Drifting out over the door cheat here. I'm live over Spring Hill Airport, thermaling in my new free flight gear. I've climbed to 2,200 feet at this point. I didn't know that it was gonna be this good of a day. It's not like it's real good or anything, but, well, we were climbing. Let me find it. I done fiddled with my phone and fell out of the lift. My tow guys done brought my line back to the starting point, but I don't see that I'm gonna be coming down, so we're gonna see how this goes. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Ah, there's some good lift there. Better than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, there's some nastiness. Let's get that sorted out. All right, I'm drifting to the north. I don't want to go too far. Heck, I could make the Lomax place from here easily, but I don't want to do that. I'd have to send these guys out to get me. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Try some speed bar maybe. I guess I need to get out of the lift if I'm going to get back down. I've got an anti-G drogue chute I could try out, but I don't really want to throw that thing until I get really good and used to this gear. Like I say, it's in my first 10 minutes on this gear. I want to make sure, let me get off these brakes, and I'm gonna mash the speed bar for the first time. Engage. All right. That's about half bar, maybe 3/4. Penetrating well. Ground speed 16 miles per hour. Look at me on bar climbing. I better get off. Who would have thought? Getting stuck up here on a cloudy day. All right, we through that. Let's push bar again. Try these wooden handles out. This is pretty cool. Pretty dang cool. All right, everything's looking good. Yeah, I'm checking out all the stuff. Like I say, first time on this thing, so I really don't want to get too distracted on the internet. Make sure that I'm doing all this stuff right. All right, there's some sink and there's some lift. All right, oh, I can feel some stuff with this wing. This 2-liner is pretty neat. You're getting a lot of feedback that you don't get with a 3 or a 4-liner. I can feel what the air is telling me a lot easier on this thing than I could on the 3-liner. That's quite noticeable, actually. I really like that. All right, I just got off bar. Let me try some turns to the right. I've not turned right yet. Let's turn in the sink and get down. I may go for another tow, or I may just stay up flying. I don't know. I ain't decided yet. Most of you guys probably have seen me motoring around more than anything, but this is kind of one of my true passions. Free flight is what they call it. Although it's not free, you really got to work harder for it. Look at me, I'm searching for lift out of habit. I just bailed from the sink and I'm scratching around to where the lift was a while ago. I don't know if it's a good habit or a bad habit, but it's definitely a habit of mine. I'm just kind of getting a feel for this gear, man. I wanted to pick a light day that didn't have a whole lot of action to the air, and the day looked pretty docile, but it's actually bigger than what I was thinking. I'm coming back down now. I've already dropped 700 feet since I bailed from the climb. Oh, but look, there's some more right there. Here, maybe I'll just turn in that, see what happens. Let's turn to the right. Do a hard right weight shift. Well, I lost it. Where's it at? Where's it at? Feel some turbulence. That means I'm close. Yeah, there it is. And the lift is not real strong today. You can see a little sunshine here now. Yeah. There's some lift. Let's lean over into that. Let's see, what are my thoughts? I think that I could probably sit in this harness all dang day. It's so comfortable. It's got a seat board. It's like a dang race car seat in this thing. Ah, there's a core right there. I'd have penetrated off the front end of it now. Turn back around and get back in that. There's the turbulence on the edge of it. It's hard to talk about much else except for what's going on in your mind. How long has this flight been? Dang, this has been a 20-minute flight already. Let's push record on the GoPro here. Ah, yeah, there we go. Now I'm recording. I'm drifting out over the Dorcheat here. The winds are kind of favoring the west a little bit now. The windsock down in the airport is indicating due south, but it's been switching. It's real light today. There's really not much to speak of as far as winds or lift. Just a real gentle, moderate day. There's 4 or 500. That's unusual. Yeah, I'm loving it, y'all. Loving it. It's a little chilly. I feel like my nose is fixing to start dribbling some snot sickles, but my hands are warm. I got on my heater gloves. They're keeping me nice and cozy. That's awesome. Looks like my hands are still down there waiting on me. Yeah, they may have to bail. They ain't called me on the radio yet, but it's probably coming. All right, I done climbed up another 300 feet since I went back into the lift again. So that's cool. I'm just loitering today. I don't have any intentions of sending it real far or real long or real high. This is just a gear test. I just wanted to test out this gear and see how it felt and how it flies. And I did all my checks like under my hang station at home, so I didn't have to fiddle with any adjustments or anything in the air. I've actually spent quite a few hours just sitting in this harness messing around in the spare bedroom, but I wanted to take her out. This is what it's all about. Man, I think I picked a good day for it too. It's 3:42, the end of January, and I'm still catching 200 feet a minute lift. Very nice. Very nice. Who would have thought it? I may just ride it till the bitter end. They've already got my drogue laid out on the starting pad down there. I can see it. I wonder if they're watching me on Facebook Live. I don't know. That's funny. About 1900 right now. I don't know. They were saying the top of lift was supposed to be somewhere around 2500. But I don't want to go too far up because that's going to put me too far out. And again, I need to land back at this airport. Boy, it's going to be easy to stay up on this ride though. Golly, good light day. Climbing like this, real efficient. Everything's real efficient. I've got this fairing on the back of this harness. That makes a big difference too. I'm just pointing into the wind now. I'm just going to go on a glide into the wind and see what's what. There's some lift. I'm going to steer with these I don't know if you can see it. I got these little wooden handles on this Zeno. Well, it's making me turn. Let me get back where I want to be. Yeah, the first tow we had a failure. The chain broke, jumped off the sprocket about halfway up the tow, and I didn't have a good connection, so I had to land and do a retow. On the second tow, I went through a mild thermal. I felt it, and as soon as I went off the back of it, I pinned off and started climbing immediately. And I probably pinned off somewhere around 800 feet, and I climbed up to about 2200. So it was a pretty good climb for a January day, I guess. There's some turbulence. I like the way the turbulence feels. Oh man, you could really feel the sky in this thing. It's not one of these wings that you just want to let go of and start doing other stuff, especially during thermic conditions, like playing on the internet or talking on the phone or sending text messages. You really just want to fly when you're doing this. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just flying, focusing on my environment. I am near an airport, so I really have to keep an eye out for air traffic. I'm sort of straight up over everything though. I'm above the traffic pattern at this point, but I am over the airport, so it's important to stay clear and make sure there ain't nobody anywhere. Safety first, y'all. Safety first. Here, I'm gonna stomp this speed bar again about halfway and see what's what with it. There we go. Now we're cooking. That's about half bar. I'm not gonna hit full bar until I I'm able to explore it in like really good smooth conditions. So we're just gonna do half bar for now. It's such a weird thing to try to come down. That's usually the opposite of what we want to do. We usually try to stay up. Yeah, I'm on bar in lift. That's funny. I felt the wing getting soft. I don't like that. Okay, back in sync again. Let's stomp a bar. These handles are pretty comfortable. These little wood handles that I'm steering with. Like those. Running out of stuff to say. How many people's watching here? Oh look, 29 of you. Hey guys. Can you see my snot sickles? Are you looking up my nose? Let's sniff out some more lift, why don't we, huh? Yeah, whoa, there's something. There it is. I done flew back into it. Oh, there we go. I guess we lost each other for a second. I guess it blocked the video when I received the phone call. I didn't answer it, but it was ringing. I thought maybe y'all could hear the ringtone. Yeah. Oh, there's a little nastiness. I'm on the edge of some thermals here, having to deal with a little turbulence. There's some lift there. Yeah. Huh. Nice. This harness gives me quite a bit more feedback than my other one. It also makes it easier to weight shift. So I can just do a little lean, man, and I've got a really substantial weight shift on this wing. Making a really efficient turn. That's nice. There's some adjustments that you can pull that'll take all that out too. This harness is nice in the fact that it has a lot of adjustability. Still at about 1,500 feet. I really can't get much lower than this, it looks like. Good thermal, man, good thermal. No, I'm not gonna leave it, I'm gonna stay in it. Let's keep climbing, why don't we? That's what we're here for. As soon as I tell them to reel that drogue in and go home though, I'll need a ride, you watch. I see a lot more sunshine coming out. The thermals are getting a little bit stronger now. Drifting a little more too. Need to cut it back into the wind real quick. Gonna punch out the front of this thing. Oh. I heard the gwing. I don't think it collapsed, but it started to. I knew that was coming because I was coming out the front of a bit of lift there. That's when you typically have your frontal collapses. Yeah, sometimes that's all you need. It's just a little flight. Keep that wing over my head. I gotta keep that wing up there. That's important. All right, there's some sink. All right, I'm gonna mash some speed bar. Feel this air while I'm sinking. I'm going to turn. I'm gonna try to descend in some of this sink and get back down here so I can get these boys squared away. They're probably waiting on their paycheck. Yeah, I'll do some spirals. Yeah, looks like I'm going down 300 feet a minute here. It's so weird to search for sink. It just weirds me out. Maybe try some wing overs. Okay, I got air traffic. I see an airplane over the field here. I need to get out the way. Oh no, wait, that's a B-52, never mind. I thought it was a small plane that was close, but that's a big plane that's further away. Yeah, the airplane interrupted my wing over maneuvers there. I'm a little low to be fiddling with that now, so wing overs can really tell you a lot about how the glider flies and stuff. Oh, she's fast. So fast on bar. Here, I'm gonna show you the landing approach. Got to set up quite a shallower approach with this wing. This thing glides so good, I'll overshoot it in a heartbeat if I don't. Pretty cool. 33 minutes is what this flight is ticking on right now. Oh yeah, I'm still way too high. Let me make a little turn. No airplanes. Okay, we're good. Oh boy, she just floats and floats and floats. So nice. Let's stretch on out. I'm gonna try to land right over here by the drogue. Oh yeah, nice. Was y'all watching me on Facebook? Oh, you were, okay. Oh, I'm liking the new rig, yo. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm safe on the ground. I may do another flight off the internet. So, with all that said, much love everybody. Kyle out. There we go. Okay, tell him I'm ready to go.
Go, go, go.
I couldn't find any lift. That's all right. I know what to do. And that's what broke it. Yeah, there it is. There you go. Anytime it snags, you'll get a break just about. I took this ride up and I was able to connect and fly at will. Just hopping from thermal to thermal, into the wind, downwind, back and forth. This gear just wants to go up. And I hit some edges. I purposely punched out of some thermals and rode through some edges just to feel what the turbulence felt like. And I can see why it's a D-class glider. It is a little bit squirrely, but I'm able to get the feedback that I need. And as long as you're hanging on to it, I feel like you could probably control it pretty well. I don't think I'm near the top of the weight. I didn't weigh before I went today. I'll put everything on the scales when I get home and see where I'm actually standing as far as weight goes. And I'll post that right down here. Overall, I'm super happy with the ride. I mean, the harness was comfortable. Everything's adjusted properly. Speed bar was great. I only pushed half bar. I didn't go full bar because it was some moderate turbulent conditions. I like the harness. The harness is staying for sure. That's the way it sits right now. I did that huge Facebook live stream. I was talking kind of through the whole deal, and I can't wait to go back and read the comments on that. My new toe guys worked out good. The chain popped off on the first toe, and by the time I got back to help him fix it, he had fixed it. I'm real pleased with the help. I've hired both of them on, so we'll see how that goes. Dalton, Colton, thank you. I'm gonna have some work for you this summer, albeit pretty mild stuff. Tow me up and come get me kind of stuff, but hey, it's a sweet job for a new driver, I think. Yeah, teenage. I wish I had a job like that. Hell, my first job was carrying damn bricks. Oh, why couldn't I find a paraglider guy to go drive a truck for? That would have been so awesome. Oh well, enough reminiscing. Thanks for coming along. We will catch you on the next one. Much love, guys. Kyle out.